Hi, I'm Michael Senoff, founder and CEO of HardToFindSeminars.com. For the last 5 years, I've interviewed the world's best business and marketing minds. Now my challenge is to build the world's largest free resource for online, downloadable audio business interviews. I've learned a lot in the last 5 years, and today I'm going to show you the skills you need to survive.
Go to your competitors and say, look, why not recommend somebody when you're too busy? Let's say you had a direct mail list of prospects who just never converted. You can offer those to your competitors, and your competitors can swap theirs with yours. Or the competitor can write a letter saying, look, we've tried to do business with you for years, so look, if you don't want to do business with us, the least you can do is, why don't you try competitor X?
That's a great idea. Hi, this is Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. I've got another exciting interview with Bill Bodri. Bill has taught internationally at some of the most recognized schools in the world. In this two-part recording, we're going to be talking about how you can use referrals to grow your consulting practice. You'll learn specific techniques that get referrals fast and how to keep them coming in day after day, month after month. You'll discover one referral strategy to quickly create a predictable stream of clients for your consulting practice without face-to-face asking. Now you can get all the referrals you can handle without the pain and humiliation of begging for them. Learn how to get better quality referrals in this recording from people who are hungry to do business with you. Learn how to give away gifts to get others to send clients your way. Learn how to get customers to lend you their Rolodex for a day so you can tap their network of vendors and best customers. It's time for you to enjoy the control over the amount of referrals you get with one system we talk about at the end of part 2 of this recording. Isn't that what you want? Referrals, people coming your way, wanting you to do consulting for them without you going out there cold. Each part of this recording is 25 minutes. Let's get going. Enjoy. Bill, you shared a referral and networking system here with me, and it was particularly interesting to me for my consulting practice and for my HMA consultants, because a lot of HMA consultants, or people considering getting into the consulting business, fear that they're going to go have to pound the streets or do cold calling all the time to build their consulting practice. Now, that may be true for a lot of salespeople and a lot of consultants, but can using referrals and networks eliminate all that, what Dan Kennedy calls grunt work, or is it just a pipe dream?
Oh, sure, you can eliminate it. But, you focused exactly on the big issue is there's what you do to first get started as a marketing consultant, and then what you do to continue. Okay, so what you might do at the very beginning is very, very, very different than what you might be doing later, though of course there's going to be a lot of overlap. For instance, before we get into referrals, let's talk about some of the ways that these guys can dig up clients. Okay. I mean, one of the ways is, of course, they give some public seminars. All right, and then they have to find a center of influence, and maybe it's even a library or whatever, and they give some public seminars, and they, depending on whether they're a good speaker or not, or if that's their forte, a lot of people pick up clients that way. Or it's also a rehearsal practice for them to be able to start being able to spit out very clearly and cleanly and eloquently what they're going to do for a client anyway. So that's one particular thing that often people do. Another thing is, if you've already niched or decided on a niche and you've put up a website and you've started to write a lot of articles, for instance, on that particular niche, whether it's you're a landscaping marketer or you're a marketing expert for doctors or chiropractors or whatever, you're already going to have people start calling you, especially if you have a product that you have for sale, and that will start bringing in leads. So there are all these multiple ways that you can sort of kick-start it, and get this whole thing started. But the best way, and Mike, you know this, I mean, you sell an awful lot of cassette tape programs, and I've bought many from you over the years, and the best customers are the ones that come from other people. They come from referrals, and I've referred quite a few people to you, and because it works, you get great service, and the same thing is going to happen for somebody who's a marketing consultant. Well, your clients are not going to necessarily recommend you to their competitors.
Right.
Okay, but they might recommend you to their friends who are in related fields or unrelated fields, to help them, increase their business as well. And referral systems are the best way to basically turn that whole force of people liking you, you've done a good deal of work for them and they appreciate it, turning those clients and customers into a 24-hour, no-cost sales force of motivated ambassadors because you've done a really good job.
Okay, I've heard that a referral customer is worth 15 phone calls.
When you have a friend who recommends you to someone else, those people will listen to their friends, and they are more susceptible. Oh, my friend Charlie says you're a good guy, so let me give you a try. People are skeptical, and when all of a sudden you have somebody who opens the door for you, those people are so much more easier to work with. They're more profitable. They're more cost-efficient. They're actually more loyal, reliable. They're easier to deal with. They're easier to negotiate with.
After we go through some of these ideas and some of these specific systems that a consultant, once he gets started, can realistically have a consulting practice based on nothing but referrals.
Oh, sure. And actually, you can actually make it part of the business that you will not take them on as a client unless they give you a referral. You can actually build that into part of the business. A perfect example was Paddy Lund, who is the very famous dentist in Australia, where he will not accept a new client into his practice unless they promise him 2 other clients of equal worth. And when he says equal worth, he says somebody who is just like you personality-wise, someone I would love to deal with. So people don't just, recommend ordinary people. They just recommend people who are high-quality people that he enjoys dealing with. And as soon as you get good at what you're doing in the marketing field, it gets easier and easier and easier to do this because you get a reputation. And then you become in demand, and then you can sort of make demands on your clients.
What was Walt Disney's philosophy on referrals?
Walt Disney said, if you want referrals, do what you do so well that others cannot resist telling others about you. All right? And that's the basis of referrals. You just do such a darn good job that everybody is basically saying, hey, they're talking about you. So you get word-of-mouth advertising. You get all sorts of benefits because you did such a good job, everybody's talking about it.
Do you think most people hate asking for them?
Sure, everybody hates asking for referrals. Inside we feel, gosh, we're imposing, we're sleazy, we're embarrassed, we're nervous, all sorts of things like that. And that's why what you really want to do is you want to set up an automatic, robot-like referral generation system where you get all the high-quality referrals you want with and without asking. And still you can preserve your pride and dignity in the process. You have to have a systemized referral process. It's basically what you do is when you set up a system, you're saving yourself time, energy, and money. Those are the letters of system. Save is the S, Y is the your, self, time, energy, and money. So when you set up a system, that's exactly what you do. You put it on automatic, you optimize it, you leave it alone, you tweak it every now and then, but that's really, really how you're going to free up your time, and you're going to free yourself from hurting your pride and your dignity and going out asking people for referrals. So when you set up a systemized referral system and you actually follow it, it's the same thing. There's going to be a steady state set of averages that are going to apply to your system. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to know them until you get it going. Once you get it going, you should always measure what's happening. And when you measure what's happening, you can keep track of it, and then you can tinker here and there to get that law of averages working for you a little better, to go from a 2% response to a 3% response to a 5 to even a 10% response based on what you're offering in your referral system to people, how you word it, what you're doing with it.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. Many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at hardtofindseminars.com. So go right now to hardtofindseminars.com and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to hardtofindseminars.com. Thanks for watching.